I love when the black community says, let's boycott Asian businesses. Please do. We'll get rid of the Chinese takeout, the dry cleaners, the laundromats. Let's get rid of the liquor stores as well.
I know y'all all seen this video, and if you haven't seen this video and this video has been viral, you're not going to find it because he deleted his whole entire account. Because everybody knows when you come for the black community is about to shut you down and come for you. So if you haven't seen the video, basically he was saying, like, black people, y'all go ahead and y'all boycott Asian businesses, okay? He starts listing all the things that Asian people invented or contributed to the world. Then he starts talking about the manicurists, the pedicurists, because everybody knows, you see it go viral, when the black women go into the nail salon and the Asian women be in there talking, they talk. I mean, it's the same if you go in the Dominican salon. Like, what's the difference? Women's gonna talk. Women talk, okay? But I mean, since he want to talk about contributions and who invented what, I mean, let's have this conversation, baby. Especially when we're talking about the skincare industry, all right? We can talk about what black people contributed to the skincare industry. Do you know retinol? The holy grail anti-aging ingredient that every single skincare brand markets to you and have inside of their products, especially Asian products. The reason why it even exists today is because the treatment that doctors experimented on black men without their consent in order for that very ingredient to exist right now. How about shea butter? Oh, we don't want to talk about that. It's harvested, it's processed by African women for centuries, and now it's in every single product at Sephora, at Ulta, clean beauty brands, Korean skincare brands, Japanese skincare brands. The global shea industry is worth billions of dollars, and African women are still the primary harvesters who are underpaid and undercredited. What about cocoa butter?
Hey you all, today you're gonna discover why black Americans are taking the boycott seriously, and everything that has happened in the last couple of weeks has just been for one goal: to make sure that the black community's voice is being heard. For the next couple of minutes, you'll be watching extensive clips about black Americans reacting exactly to why they are boycotting Asian businesses, exactly why they are reacting this way, and what Asians are also talking about. So let's watch these clips together.
The main ingredient, every stretch mark cream, every moisturizing lotion, every luxurious body product, indigenous to West Africa. It's used by black people for generations before it even became a billion-dollar global ingredient. And let's not forget the black dermatologists, the black estheticians, and the black formulators who actually understand how melanated skin functions differently, because mainstream dermatology has ignored us for decades. The entire skin of color movement in dermatology was built by black doctors fighting to be heard. So every culture has contributed to this world, okay? Asian inventors, absolutely. Black inventors and laborers, absolutely. The skincare you use today exists because of African ingredients. And black bodies were experimented on without consent, and black innovators who kept pushing. All of this has contributed. So for you to say that black people don't go to college and, oh, there's immigrants out beating them, is crazy wild to come out of your mouth. But look, I'm not here for the oppression Olympics, all right? I'm here for truth. I support Asian businesses. I support black businesses. But like, first of all, let me be clear, okay? I stand with my Asian brothers and sisters, all right? I used to work for Asians for years, my Koreans to be exact, and they were so good to me, and I love them, and they were like family to me. I still visit them to this day, okay? So what he says does not represent the entire Asian community, and I'm not gonna let one viral moment like that change my perception of the Asian community. At the end of the day, don't let anyone make you feel like our contributions don't matter, because this entire industry was built on our back and our brilliance, okay? So if you want to support a black-owned skincare brand that actually knows history and actually uses those ancestral ingredients with respect and with new modern ingredients too, go ahead, send me a DM with the word history, and I'll send you a link to go ahead and shop. Otherwise, we ain't worried about what he's talking about.
That man took that video down quick, didn't he? The one that was doing all the hooping and hollering. Oh yeah, go ahead, boycott our businesses. We don't need you. He took that video down quickly. And I do not think it was because he felt remorse about it. Maybe he had a change of heart. I really think his people and his community came and said, you know what? You're challenging them to something that we cannot afford. Let's be for real. That was the dumbest video he could make. The dumbest video he can make. You're going to challenge black people to stop funding your business, when that's what you built your business off of, the backs of black people. The liquor stores you come and open, the smoke shops, the nail salons, the hair and beauty supply stores. What the fuck are we talking about? The gas station, the corner stores that y'all set up in the hood. Because white people do not allow y'all to set up y'all's fucking corner stores in their neighborhoods because they don't want a fucking janky ass corner store. We're the only ones that accept that half-rate ass shit in the hood. And y'all becoming part of our community, we be fucking with y'all. But then it's moments like this that let us know that people really don't like black people. Because what the fuck do you mean stop frequenting your business? Who the fuck is going to come into that beauty supply store and buy the lash glue, buy the tracks, buy the bundles, buy the blue magic, by the rat tail combs, by the Bobo shoes that y'all be selling. Who's going to buy that shit other than us? Like, I'm livid because I try to stay out of shit like that. Politics and everything, it's like, it is what it is. People gonna feel how they feel. And what's crazy is, we have black people in our community say, I'm still gonna get Chinese food. Rightfully so, do what you wanna do. So the thing is, there are some who are outraged by the decisions made by the government by letting that man walk. Then there's people who are like, I'm still cool with the Asian community. But you were gonna take your ass up here on this live stream on social media, on the World Wide Web, and challenge black people not to buy from your business? It's so entitled to think that you have business outside of us. I'm sure you have other businesses, other people who come to your businesses, I'm sure. But who makes up the vast majority? What is the percentage? There's not enough white girls buying extensions to have box braids because they started fucking with a black man. There's not enough of them. Not to keep you and your family eating. It's just all rooted in racism. Y'all really don't fuck with us for real. Y'all just came over here and studied the country and realized where y'all can make an easy fucking buck. Let's be real. Y'all in the hood just with the ratchets. Y'all in the hood just with the ghetto people. Y'all stay in the hood with us. From the 7 a.m. till y'all open that fucking corner store till 12 a.m. midnight when you lock it up after you done followed everybody in that store hoping they don't fucking steal a cheap ass bottle of water. Y'all in the hood just with us, but y'all toot y'all nose up. Go open a liquor store in the hills. Go open a beauty supply store in the Hamptons. You can't. It's not a need for you. It's not a demand. But the one demographic of people that actually respect and come and spend money with your business, you got up here and said, fuck y'all. Man.
Hello everyone, I just wanted to give my stance and what I think about the Rick Chow case as a Chinese immigrant. I firmly believe that Rick Chow should not be on the streets roaming around. He should not be free. He should be locked up for shooting Cyrus. But I also believe that the black community should not boycott Asian businesses. The reason why I think that the boycott is being misguided currently is because if you boycott all small Asian businesses, it's basically generalizing like every Asian to say that they are racist, like saying all Asians are racist, which is obviously not true. Yes, I know that the stereotype on Asians is saying all Asians are racist, but what this is happening is currently is basically you're just pushing out the stereotype even more. I understand that there has been a lot of cases where black people don't feel safe in Asian stores, or they don't feel safe because the Asians are racially profiling them. But I believe that happens in every community. Okay, speaking from my personal experiences, ever since I immigrated, I went to New York first. I was really young, I don't remember anything, but I have a visual image in my head, and it is people pulling their eyes back on me. I was on the streets. I was walking with my family, and they were just pulling their eyes back and making, I don't know, a lot of taunts. Well, that's what I vaguely remember from New York. Then I went to San Francisco. My parents were miserable in New York, by the way. They did not speak any English. They had like little to no connections, and they were trying their best, okay? And when I grew up a little bit, we moved to California. We moved to Cali. We're really close to LA, but I live in a really diverse community, and I'm really happy that I live in a really diverse community. But I still get racial prejudice time to time. For example, when I went to LA, the LA Stadium to volunteer for like a marathon, I was passing out waters, and people would also pull their eyes back and speak to me in Chinese, tell me to go back to my country, all of that. And it was just not black people, it was all races. But like, why are we blaming specifically Asian people on this, even though what we should be like boycotting currently is the freaking system, the government? I've done my own research on his case, and I can tell you that the jury made like a really stupid decision. It was not self-defense. It was obviously a racial discrimination case. What I'm trying to say is that we have our own struggles. I have my own struggles on racism, and the Black community has their own struggles on racism. We have different ideologies. Um, I just I just feel like who we should be mad at is the system, not the Asian people. That's what I think. Please correct me if I'm wrong or on anything. I'm still learning, and I just want everyone to unite.
Boycotting Asian businesses isn't the primary way to bring about change. Before you come at me, Black people, please listen to the rest of this post. But first, I have to address the Asians. Asians, did you know your fear and hatred of Black people isn't your own? You've been brainwashed. Well, more accurately, your great-great-great-granddaddy has been brainwashed. But I'll get into that history lesson. First, current statistics. Did you know most violent crimes committed are by people of the same race? Meaning, white on white crime. Hispanic people against Hispanic people, Black people against Black people, Asians against Asians. The only exception to this are Native Americans. They tend to not go around hurting each other. However, Asians, do you know what the most violent group towards you is race-wise outside of yourselves? It's not Black people. Let me give you a moment. It's white people in the form of hate crimes. So why are you so scared and fearful of Black people then? Well, let me tell you, because your granddaddy wanted to come over here and they said, bet, but you have to work. You have to like own your own business. They said, no problem. So they went to the bank and they said, may we get a loan? We want to open up a business in this neighborhood. And the bank said, you're not opening up a business in our white neighborhood, whatever they called Asians at that time. But guess what? We will give you a loan though, but you have to open up in this neighborhood, Black communities. And that is why to this day, there's so many Asian restaurants, beauty supply stores, nail salons in Black neighborhoods because they gave them loans to open up there. And then the government or power who be said, we are going to call them the model minority because look how hardworking they are. Not only are they hardworking, they own businesses in neighborhoods where lazy, blah, 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 Black people don't have themselves. And you guys brought into it. Well, your great-great-great-granddaddy did. And what they left out was, but we gave you loans to do that where we wouldn't give them to the Black people who live in that neighborhood. And that is why you own businesses when they don't. It's not that they don't want to work. It's not that they didn't want to open up their own shops. It's that they couldn't get the loan to do so, whereas you did. And when you didn't get it from the bank, you went to your own country and got loans as well, which, we were kind of stolen. We don't have that kind of connection back at home anymore. So we were out. So that is how you got to believe you were better than everybody else. Not true. You had a leg up. And that just trickles down. And why is that, matter today? Because your granddaddy believed it, told your granddaddy, who told your granddaddy, who told Rick Chow, who told Andy, who chased Cyrus out of that convenience store after he stood there and calmly was accused of stealing and told them no 2 times and then just walked out. And Andy chased him, knowing he didn't steal anything, not knowing there was a gun on him, chased him for the length of a football field plus, and then unalive that boy. Child, 14-year-old. All because of what happened when this country was set up. And why is this relevant? Now I'm talking to my Black people again with the Asians and all our allies, because re-education is also needed. If you want to boycott, let's boycott. You see my hair, it's natural, it's 4C. I don't care. I can braid it myself. I can drive an extra 30 minutes to go get the hair from a Black-owned shop. That is not a problem. However, education is important. And I used this illustration before on another video. In the game of chess, the Black pieces and the white pieces are enemies. But the people moving the pieces, they are generally friends. When we are done destroying each other on this board, they're going to shake hands, congratulate each other, and go open a cold beer on the golf course. We are fighting against each other, not checking who's pulling the strings. And that is why my history lesson is important. Asians, you've been brainwashed. Black people, we've been erased from our history. And in addition to whatever boycotts we are going to do, we also need to do education, because if this hate and this fear has been passed down generations, we can start undoing it for the generations to come.
Boy, y'all got them Asians hot. Y'all saw that guy that got on his platform and he was talking about, yeah, boycott Asians. We'll leave y'all community and see what y'all have. He was like, y'all won't have Chinese restaurants. You won't have the Chinese dry cleaners. You won't have the liquor stores. You won't have the Asian market. You won't have Jordan. Oh, boy, he was rattling it off. But here's the thing. That might apply up north. It doesn't apply to the south because they don't know no Chinese dry cleaners in the south. If they do, they're far and few. The liquor stores, you guys don't own the monopoly on that either. Not in the south. Black, white, Asian, Indian. So that doesn't apply to you. The nail supplies, the nail salons, yeah, you guys have majority of that. But guess what? White people know how to do it. So do African Americans. We'll find somebody to do our damn nails. Also, he was talking about the clothes and stuff. Yeah, we shop from Temu because Temu was cheap. Yeah, you can take a 7-day cruise and you get 25 outfits for $50. Wear it one time, look fabulous, and throw that shit in the trash. We don't care. And he was talking about all the Asian market. Well, a lot of black people don't go to the Asian market anyway, you know. And talk about the Nikes again. The Nikes, your Jordans. Michael Jordan gave it to you guys to make over there in China because they were cheap labor. It wasn't because he preferred you guys. It was just cheap labor. So stop making them. Everybody got a pair any damn way. We don't care. But to come out there and to raise Cain like that, that shows that you're scared. Because a lot of you guys up north are in poor black communities. So you depend on the black community to feed you. Then he talked about, yeah, we pack up and we go to our own community. We have our own communities. Okay, fine. So guess what? Have your Chinese restaurant, your Chinese dry cleaners, your nail salons and everything in your community. Why come to the poor black people? Because you're not in the prominent white people neighborhoods. Hello. So again, we really don't care. I don't eat Chinese food like that because I'm not Chinese. You guys would go in your store, you about hurry up and buy, so I don't even buy. And I do my nails myself because over the years, you guys do a worse job and you want more money. So no, I do mine at home. And guess what? We've been doing our nails for decades. So we got a chick in the garage right now, so we're doing acrylics. So you be okay. So again, make that be a wake-up call because they're talking pure cash shit about black people and what we will lose if we stop patronizing them. We will lose a goddamn thing. So y'all be all right. So boy, bye. But let that be a lesson. You give your money to people that don't value you at all. They just want your dollar. Hurry up and buy. Hurry up and buy. So think about that next time you walk into an Asian establishment and they treat you like shit. Are you going to still give them your money? Or are you going to walk away and give it to somebody else? Food for thought. Just saying.
So I do want to say one thing about this band, okay? Do you think a white person, a Latin person, an Asian person, an Indian person, and keep going, is going to walk into your shop and buy a 28-inch balayage bust down? That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. It's a little rough right now, but I mean, hello? Come on now. Let's just be for real. I just want to say that, okay? Because this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I just think it's ridiculous that people just always want to attack black people, and I just don't know why, y'all. We just been chilling. Like, I'm out at the park right now just chilling. Okay? Get into it, though. This is from a company called Val Best. All right? They sent this to me. But still, I just want to make that a point, a clear point.
Seeing history repeat itself in the Rick Chow case is genuinely disgusting and disheartening. I think what's adding to that feeling is seeing some of the Asian American community's responses on TikTok reacting to people saying they're going to boycott Asian businesses and only deciding to speak on that point. There is so much internalized anti-blackness in the Asian community, and I'm speaking on this as someone who is half Chinese and half black, to the point where someone can literally be murdered in cold blood, and your concern is people online saying they're going to boycott Asian businesses. It's really something to consider, and it runs so deep that I don't even know what to do about it at this point.
Black people are boycotting Asian stores because an Asian store owner recently just offed a black kid, and this is the most stupidest thing ever. This is one of the most racist things you can ever do, and it's coming from black people, and I'm very disappointed, right? Because, you guys gone through the most, struggle in racism, so I thought you would be more understanding about, not turning things into racist issues immediately. But, here it is. You see a Chinese guy, or just an Asian guy, do something bad to a black guy, and you automatically start boycotting, stereotyping, and grouping in all the other Asians? What the hell kind of logic is that? We do not associate with the guy. Have you seen a single Asian person, glorifying or saying that guy, he did it, then he did the right thing, that black kid deserved to have that happen to him? No. Who is supporting him? No one is supporting him. If the Chinese community was supporting that Chinese guy or Asian guy, then I would understand you're boycotting everyone. But literally no one is supporting him. We're all condemning him. Show me one person who's supporting that Asian like store owner. Like, what are we doing? Why are you becoming more racist? Why are we fighting racism with racism? This is the most stupidest thing ever, bro. If anything, this is raising racial tensions between blacks and Asians. This is the most stupidest. You're just setting everyone back. This is so stupid. Please do not do this, okay? I understand that, you know, that black kid did not deserve it to have that happen to him, all right? And I agree. We all agree on that. Every Chinese person or Asian person, I can, like, you know, probably agree for them on their behalf, okay? We all, you know what I'm saying? That Asian guy did not, you know what I'm saying? He's a bad person. He deserves to go to jail for a long time. We all agree on that. There's no need for you to start boycotting and become racist to other Asian stores because of this one singular incident. Are you stupid? What? If you see, like, your black friend doing this, genuinely please explain to them and calm them down, because this is not the right way to, you know, combat racism.
You know what? This video is for everybody who's saying that Black Americans are fighting racism with racism in regards to the boycott against Asian businesses. I really let's chat about it for a second. Don't leave too soon. I really want to chat about this for a second with y'all. Alexa, what's the definition of a protest?
A protest is a public expression of objection, disapproval, or dissent.
Okay. What are some examples of a protest?
Protests come in many forms. Some famous examples include the Boston Tea Party in 1773, the 1963 March on Washington, and the 2020 George Floyd protests.
Alexa, what is the purpose of a protest?
Protests aim to publicly express opinions, influence public opinion, and push for policy changes. They unite people around shared causes and demand societal change.
Alexa, what is societal change?
Societal change is a deep, sustained shift in how a society functions. It involves major transformations in social structures, cultural norms, and institutional relationships. These changes can happen gradually over centuries or rapidly, like the expansion of megacities in China.
Alexa, is a boycott considered a protest?
Yep, a boycott is definitely a form of protest. It's a voluntary refusal to buy or engage with something to express disapproval.
One more time, Alexa, what is a boycott?
A boycott is a voluntary refusal to buy or engage with something to express disapproval.
Alexa, is the Buy Black movement a protest?
Yes, the Buy Black movement is a form of economic protest. It's a way for consumers to support Black-owned businesses and challenge systemic disparities.
Alexa, are protests protected for human rights?
Yes, protests are protected under human rights law. The right to peaceful assembly is guaranteed by the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. This includes both offline and online protests.
Alexa, are protests protected under the amendments?
Absolutely. The First Amendment protects your right to protest. It guarantees freedom of assembly and the right to petition the government for redress of grievances.
Thank you, Alexa.
You just made my day. Happy to help.
You know, sometimes you just have to wake up in the morning and just make the decision to not be ignorant. Just say, you know what, today I'm not going to be ignorant. Today I'm actually do some deep diving. I'm going to do some digging and get more information. And I didn't even do no deep diving. I just sat up here and talked to Alexa. Baby, it's 2026. You don't even have to pick up a book to get the information you need. You can literally use Alexa. You can literally use Siri. You can use Gemini. You can use ChatGPT. It don't take but a moment. That didn't take us no time. A TikTok video. Miss me with the ignorance, bro. America got a real bad habit of being ignorant, and y'all like it there. Y'all like it in that ignorant seat. Like, that's crazy to me. Girl, get the fuck.
See, he just proved my point. You see how he talking? He talking. You see what I'm saying? This is why I'm saying, y'all, you have to control the product. because they're laughing in our faces like, yo, you can boycott the local stores. That's small money. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Because that's small money to them, because all they're going to do is divert their sales to other businesses where we still buy. They're going to divert it to the African Americans businesses that they sell to, the Latin business. You have to cut them off at the head, the manufacturer. And they know that. That's why they laughing at us right now. Look, it's right here in your face, yo. Laughing at us. Man.
Okay, I think you've watched a lot of videos so far and you're thinking to yourself, like, why would black people just want to boycott all Asian businesses? Because the first thing that comes to someone's head is, it's just one Chinese guy that actually did this video. One Chinese guy that took away the life of that black man. One Chinese guy just did this. One Chinese guy just did that. I want to tell you this, right? Once black people come up to speak about something, right, I can guarantee you that I've experienced this for the longest of periods. It's not something that just happened randomly. It starts gradually, it starts at some point. Then over time, you see black people start to complain. And notice this pattern. It's not black people from a certain community that are complaining about it. It's black people from different communities. And what does that tell you? That basically means they have experienced this racial profiling for the longest period. They've experienced this race. You know what I mean? I don't just want to talk about it I don't want to use that term on YouTube, but you understand exactly what I mean. And to be honest, this has happened for the longest period. Now, I can tell you for a fact that women, especially when they go do the manicures, pedicures, and nails and all that, they always, I don't know how, but they always, especially in Asian businesses, Asian salons, they always come back complaining about how they were treated, unlike the white folks. Now, I'll tell you this again, right? If these Asians go open up their businesses in white areas, white dominant areas, they are not going to make money. They are not going to make money. And the truth is this, they are actually making a lot of money from we black people. They are making money and they still are complaining. Like, imagine the nerves you got to come online and tell black people, the same people who advocated for your right to be in the United States. Imagine the nerves until you're telling us our saloons are this, are that. In fact, I can even tell you for a fact, right, that some of those companies that you even mentioned are owned by Americans, just that they are located in those Asian countries because labor cost is so cheap there. So, like, I just don't even get it in the first place. And if you don't sell your stuff, the wigs you got, the nails you got to black people, who are going to buy them? Like, how are you going to make the money? So it doesn't even make sense that you're targeting black people. And this Chow case has just exposed a whole lot of things. Now, I understand that there are different people from different races, Japanese, Indians. I mean, Asia is quite big, right? You cannot just assume. You cannot just say this or that. But I know for a fact that black people have gotten a lot to do with, like, they have felt this pain for the longest period. And that's why they are coming out to speak outright. Now, imagine your family has suffered for hundreds of years. Your people have suffered for hundreds of years, being tortured, being labored. What can I say? And you experience something that hurts you so bad, and you know that this thing is going to continue. Are you going to really sit quiet? In fact, that's actually what's happening to us black people. We've been tortured. We've been called the inferior race. What have they not really done to us? And to think that this man has the courage. He's actually finding out now. That right now in that finding out phase, that you don't go against black people like that. I love the fact that other Asians are speaking about this. They are coming public to talk about the fact that this man was wrong. The justice wasn't really properly served. This guy that came online supporting the fact that the case is causing, he is going to face the consequence. I can guarantee you that that guy's business ain't performing anymore. It's disturbing. It's so disturbing. Now, black businesses are booming. That's the beauty about it. Black people are getting to realize that we have to support our own. We have to be the people that will create our own products and sell to our own people. Asian mall shops are all empty because of one man. That one, what was the word I want to use? I don't want to use the word unlucky, mischievous man decided to take his phone up and talk against people who actually pay his bills. It turns out it's how black people, nail salons, every black woman, every black man is trying to promote his business, and it's good. It's beautiful. We need to keep our own things to our own self. We need to build our own things by our own self with our own hands, spend our own money among us. Let's all grow together. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. Well, with that said, my final verdict is this. Now, first and foremost, I understand that not all Asians are like this. But Asians, you guys need to speak a lot more about what happened. You guys have to come in public, not just one person, in public, in a community, and apologize for what is happening. Because I can bear with you, this can go for the longest period. And truth be told, black people are enjoying it. We don't want separation, we don't want division, we don't want race wars and all the likes. All we want is peace, but an apology must be given. Because to be honest, when a life is lost, it's something very different. And a life was just lost because of racial profiling. We just want to be respected like any other race. We just want that. And everything is going to be fine. Thank you for watching this video. If you love videos like this, please do to subscribe to my channel. I create videos like this every day, and I'll see you in another one. Bye bye guys.